Inland Empire. My name is Walter Holmes, and I am going to do a review on Inland Empire and what I think about the movie. First time watching it, I was confused. Second time I watched it, I was getting the hang of it, but still confused in certain scenes. The third time in watching it, I finally got a little bit of the concept of the movie. It was more of Nikki was playing Sue. As she was playing Sue, she found herself being Sue and forgetting who she was as she was acting in the movie. Now it's twisting. I feel like the twist came in with the rabbits, was throwing us off, or throwing me off when we watching the movie. I feel like as you try to get the concept of the movie, it's always a twist to where it goes back to a different part of the movie, of a different film. So it's like once you try to grab onto the film of Nikki wanted Billy cheating on her, Nikki and Sue is the same person. Nikki just playing Sue. Sue is a person that was giving herself out there to men's. I feel like this movie is more of a secret that goes on in Hollywood. I don't know. I'm everywhere with this movie because it gives me Sue was raped before. Then it gives me Hollywood scenes, as in this what happens behind the scenes in Hollywood, or it gives me a person that goes into therapy. I feel like Nikki went through therapy throughout the scene, or she sat there and watched TV and seen how she was acting. I mean, it varies a lot trying to figure out where to pinpoint this movie and where to go with it, because it's like Nikki Nikki fell in love with Billy. Well, I should say Sue fell in love with Billy, and she was as Nikki came back into the door, opened the doors, came back. Billy was there with his wife and his child, which is his son, and she wanted more, as in sex from Billy, but Billy didn't remember her at all because he was with his wife. His wife ended up standing up, slapping her more than 2 times, and she wouldn't go nowhere because she was in love with Billy. I guess how the scene was going. She fell in love with what they had going on, but Billy wasn't. I feel like Billy knew that he was acting through the whole movie, and I feel like this was more of a fantasy, something that it felt more of a dream. This is what she was dreaming. It felt like more she was dreaming, more she was going to therapy. Some felt like when she met with the man in the little small room. That's how I caught on to some of the act when she went in there in the small room with the white man. She sat down, she talked, she was getting into a lot of things that she wanted with Billy and things she was going through, and she'd sit there like this through the therapy session. I think it's through a counseling session, I should say. She sat there, she zoned out, and went to a whole different scene to throw us off. It's throwing me off trying to explain this. I look slow trying to explain this movie. Um, she sat down, cried. Then multiple people just started popping up in the room, talking to her, saying things that she was crying. She was trying to see it through and then see anything through. I mean, it was so much going on in this movie, and it's like it turned around, do another thing. Then the rabbits that pop back up and throw you back off for a loop. But then on the third time we watching it. I wasn't allowing it. Oops, 5 minutes is up. But I wasn't allowing it to throw me off. But I knew it was something, and I was trying to grab, but I couldn't grab it. But there was only one person I knew in that movie was Terry Crews, and that kind of threw me off. Like, he in a movie that nobody understands, but nobody interviewed nobody in that movie to figure out what was the movie about. The part that she got stabbed, I don't know what caused her to get stabbed. That would threw me off as well. Then it got close to the end of the scene. She just started shooting at the man as he came from out the auditorium and walked up the stairs, and she was just looking confused. And then she just pulled a gun and started shooting. And it goes back to the scene to where she was in counseling section or something, or she was just daydreaming, or it's like she just sat on the couch, stared at the TV, and it just started, TV just started playing and playing and playing and playing. And then it's like it go back out of that. Then it goes to she's sitting down in the scene, as in she in counseling. She zones out, and it goes back to playing like she's sitting down watching TV. Then it goes back to the bunny. Then it goes back to the counseling. Then it goes back to daydreaming. Then it goes like it's the thing. It's more of a fantasy movie, or more of what she's dreaming, or more than what she did while she was sleeping. I don't know. I'm trying to graft it, but it's tricky. If I watch it 3 more times, I feel like I'll be dumb enough and make it. I feel like it dumb me out all the way out. I feel like I'll be slow trying to watch it. I don't know. Whatever his thing is with this movie, he did a good job of confusing me and everybody else that was watching this movie.